Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
The kickoff for Chicago.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Clock now on 1st down. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock working out of the gun. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
38-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Lock. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Across midfield to the 40.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And that will be incomplete. And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. On 1st down, Salazar. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
At the
You know, what a story this could be for this young signal caller. High draft pick, got the weight of the franchise on his shoulders, and now here he is, first rookie quarterback ever to start a Super Bowl, trying to become, of course, by extension, the first rookie quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl.
It is amazing, especially in recent years with as many rookies as we've had who started at quarterback, that we're just now getting the first one to get to a Super Bowl and try and win it. Phenomenal season, phenomenal accomplishment. He's broken down a lot of barriers. You get the sense that this is his first, not even close to being his last.
And he already has some hardware to his credit. Remember last night, he took home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors at the NFL Awards Gala.
What a great way to go into the Super Bowl knowing that you have that award in your pocket.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Salazar. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Locke. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A very solid gain of 27.
At the 47.
You think about the great young quarterbacks we have in the game today. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl winner last year. Lamar Jackson, last year's MVP. How is this young man compared to what those guys have done?
Well, I think everything's pretty similar except for this. He's won playoff games and got into the Super Bowl as a rookie. Lamar Jackson, he won the MVP his 2nd year in the league. Patrick Mahomes, he did the same thing and then won the Super Bowl his 3rd year in the league. This guy right out of the gate has gotten to the Super Bowl. I think those two look at him like, my goodness, I thought we were pretty good. That's off the charts.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Salazar. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there as the Bears push further out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. KJ Hamler returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, Salazar flushed out right. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hamler now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Khalil Mack. The quarterback is sacked.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Operating from the gun. Salazar. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past over through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, like how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing on 1st down, Salazar. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Robinson, incomplete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Kill. Hey, watch 19 light. Switch.
On 1st and 10, Salazar escaping the pressure right. Robinson's got it. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Salazar. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Oh, don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Goldman on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Block. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eddie Goldman able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, Salazar. Oh, he pulls over him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
To throw on second down, Salazar. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. 3 yards remain for second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
He can't bring him down. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end fan.
Locke's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Bears' 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Set hot. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm coming.
Again, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Justin Simmons on.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings
The
up
Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun. Block. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
At the 50-yard
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
14 more yards.
Locke now on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etched their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.